Hello there. This is my first ever YouTube video, so bear with me. But I decided to do one because when I started taking my treatment of Imiquimod, which is this here, Imiquimod Cream, I'm doing the 5%. I went online and I wanted to find some pictures, hopefully, of what was going to happen to my face. And unfortunately, this is used also to treat genital warts and those kinds of things. So there was a lot of disgusting stuff coming up. Not really so much of the face, and not so much that was not put out there by doctors. I wanted just to see an average guy who had been using it, hopefully some before and after pictures of what to expect. There's several brands out there, several different creams. I also had this one, zyclara, which I know a lot of people use, but this is only 3.75%. The active ingredient is called Imiquimod, and that's used to treat not cancer so much, but before you get skin cancer. I forget what it's called, actinic, keratosis or whatever, but anyway, it's sun damage. And I'm one of those people that I went to the doctor every 6 months, and I would get checked out from the waist up and have various moles checked out, whatever. And inevitably, I would need to get a spot on my lip, up above my lip or on my temple, burnt off, which, as you know, it's also incredibly painful, and you wind up looking much like this afterwards. However, this cream, which I'm now using, is it's more of a preventative because it reacts with your immune system, and what it does is it finds these cells and brings them to the surface. So these are all things that eventually would come up and become a problem for me potentially. But with this cream, it's coming up all at one time. I'm on day 11, and what they are, there's just little individual packets, and I put them on at night. You just use a very thin layer. You may have some left over, and they say just throw it away, but you could use it again. I use a whole packet on my face every night. So this would be for 3 nights. So again, I'm on day 11. I got to tell you that I wish I had done a video from day 1, but I didn't really know what to expect. Didn't really anticipate doing this kind of thing. But day 3 and 4 were by far the itchiest days, and that's when things really started to react. And that was unbearably itchy, and you do not want to scratch. You cannot use cortisone creams, and I've heard people using them, but you cannot, because it's almost working against what you're trying to do. I understand it's good for the itching, but you have to just get over it because you cannot use that cream. And your doctor would tell you not to, so I'm sorry to see that some people are in fact using that, because you do not. You just bear with it. It helps to just rub your face maybe, but don't itch. Don't get your fingernails going. Don't pick off the scabs. So like I said, 3 and 4 and 5, those days were rough. It started getting really itchy, and really things started to emerge. Today is actually an improvement, believe it or not. Yesterday was very bad. Just was really bothering me. You will get some side effects, like it says flu-like side effects. Well, the only thing I've got so far is canker sores in my lips, and this is something I've never suffered from, and oh my God, it is just a pain you can't believe. I mean, it's all, it is yellow. You can see here, and my upper lip. Those are all, my lips are twice the size than they normally are, and I have them gooped up with Aquaphor right now. I was using Vaseline. It has to be something really thick, and it's real gummy, but trust me, you do not want your lips to stick together because you will peel off a layer, and this is by far a side effect that I was not expecting, and it is painful. The lips, almost as much as this. But that could be, I think everybody's going to experience a different thing, but this is what it is something that I got is for the lips. And I know that some people use this on their face even, and my doctor recommended to put on your bumps and your scabbing, but for me it was unbearable. It was like this huge thick layer of Vaseline and it made it itchy and I was uncomfortable. So this was not good at all for me. So I use my Miracle Cream that I actually discovered through my holistic doctor for my daughter who suffered from eczema. She would get those blisters between her fingers and peeling palms, and we tried everything. I mean, you name it, we did it. The dermatologist, everything they said, and this is the cream that's cured her. And I say cure, obviously it's something you live with forever, but she no longer has any of that stuff on her skin. And she uses this not all the time, but and very sparingly. You don't need very much. Also on her lips, they were bleeding and cracked above the lip line. They were constantly peeling. This has cured that. So this is what I put on my face during the day. In the morning, you'll want to, at night, you will wash your face as you normally do. Pat it dry. I would wait 10-15 minutes just to let your face rest a minute. Make sure it's completely dry before you do a treatment, before you're going to use one of your little creams. You'll put that on. That's nighttime. Stay away from eyes. I do put it because I do have some reactions above my lips. So I do put it here. I do put a little bit above my lip, but I stay clear away from my eyes. And I've done my whole face. So that's what I do at night. In the morning, you're going to feel itchy, so you're going to want to do something. So I wash my face, and again, it's pretty much just a mild soap and water. And at this point, you're doing light, just patting dry. I wait for it to dry, and then I put this on. And this I just carry with me during the day, and I might put some on just whenever it starts to feel dry or itchy, so much so I'll put that on. And then again at night, I will wash my face to take this off so I have nothing on there, and I'll put the treatment on again. I lost my train of thought. So yeah, that's pretty much what you're going to do with that. And you do not want to rub with a towel because this is all very delicate. And you will see by, at least for me anyway, I think it was by days 7 and 8, things start to, these eruptions come to the surface, and you'll even get like yellowish, greenish scabbing on there. It is disgusting. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Now I have scabbing on there, but I don't have the discoloration on top. It's gross. I mean, if anybody that has to continue going to work in an office, it's, for you women, you think you're going to cover it with makeup, you almost make it worse because it's crusty. So all the makeup's going to get in there. There's really nothing you do. You just have to get through it. I wear a baseball cap a lot when I have to go to the grocery store or whatever because it's gross. But I can't, after day 3, makeup was no longer an issue to cover them up. So I have another 3 days to go for this initial treatment. So Thursday will be my last day, and then I will take a 2-week rest, and then I'll start again and do one more 2-week treatment. So it's 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and 2 weeks off. Yeah. Anyway, so it's a 2-month process to do this. I'm not sure how often I'll have to. And when you do the second treatment, ideally, you will not have any new skin issues come up, but rather you're retreating these to see if indeed you got rid of them the first time around. But I saw many pictures where people are just covered. I mean, it is just red dots, solid. Mine was not quite so bad, but what I do have, particularly my temples, is just is pretty bad. But and I'm someone who has very sensitive skin as far as bruising easily. Everything shows up. But this is like having acne, which I have not had since I was a teenager, and certainly never like this. But it's gross. My kids are grossed out. But hopefully this is something that will prevent something more serious in the future, like full-on melanoma, skin cancer. So I'm going to do another video on day 14. And during my 2-week rest period. I'll probably do another one, and then definitely during this second process, because if you're like me, you wanted to see what happened out there, and I think everybody has a different reaction to it. And a lot of videos I found were old, so a lot of people were using this zyclara, like I mentioned. This is horribly expensive. I never used it. I got this prescription in June 2015, and it was with a coupon from the company that my dermatologist gave me, so I think I paid next to nothing if it wasn't free. But I have discovered that people pay over $500 for this. But now it's expired, so I received this, it was mail order, I received it in the mail from the pharmacy, and I don't want to use an expired product on my skin, so this was reasonable. Even without insurance, this particular cream was only, you can't read that, it was going to be $30 full price, but I actually ran it through my insurance, and so it was only $15, which is reasonable because this is 24 packets, which is odd. I need 28 for two-week terms, but anyway. So yeah, it's affordable, and hopefully I don't have scarring or discoloration, but I'm feeling pretty good about it today. I was worried. The last few days I was worried. My husband is like, are you sure this is what you should be doing? This does not look good. But I wish I had a better camera that you could see. Well, actually I don't have anymore, but those yellow scabs was pretty disgusting, because I think pus comes out. These are bad cells. This is precancerous stuff, so it's going to be ugly. But anyway, thanks for watching my video, and I hope it was of some help to you. And if you have any questions, please get back to me.